will be shared
It's gonna
between
be this. So those are basically like the actions that they want to save. They will
Mhm.
have the same balance. So
Okay.
we are not creating like sub accounts within this. We
Right.
are simply
Mhm.
separating the basic and premium kind of it. So which
Mhm.
is the balance is going to be the same.
Okay, got it. So
Mhm.
one account and yeah, and so the like
So,
choosing between
so
basic and enterprise will be like in form of like cards. So like for example, if you want like basic, it will be like standard card. If you want
yeah.
enterprise, it will be like some TrueQuick card design, something like that. Uh,
Yeah, so you remember, I think in your color
uh,
palettes last time you designed those cards. So I
yeah.
think what we'll do, pick
Mhm.
the blue one that you designed already with those
Mhm.
African type of patterns,
Yep.
set that to kind of like be a representative of TrueQuick Basic, and
Mhm.
then pick the golden one to be a representative of TrueQuick Enterprise.
Mhm.
So this is kind of like one way to do it. So I think I like to kind of
Mhm.
pick doctor's thoughts as well. So this one here is another potential uh, um, inspiration, right?
Mhm.
So you have someone's information here, so we can allow them do like a quick send, quick what, and if they want to kind of go dive into detail, then we have those separate, like TrueQuick Basic, TrueQuick Enterprise. If
Mhm.
they could choose any of those, then they do those same things. And then here we have other additional information. So probably that might be a lot of information on the fly. So
Yeah.
I like to see what doctor thinks about it. But I would love if you get the inspirations from these guys that
Mhm.
would actually give us what we're looking for.
Yeah, I
And
think it's pretty much.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes.
Go ahead. Yeah. Mhm.
No. Let me let you speak.
No, no, I think it's pretty
Yeah.
much what
Mhm.
echoing what I'm saying too. You
Yeah.
know, because one thing about this whole thing is simplicity. So we don't want to make things
Hmm.
complex at all. It's going to be
Yes.
simple. It's going to be seamless across both pathways. You know, very simple,
Hmm.
very seamless,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
that's the watchword for us. So, however, it's going to make it so that it's that way, it's what we're going to have to stick to. You know.
Yeah. So just to kind of make it clear, on this
Mhm.
page that you're seeing here, this
Mhm.
addition is not an option, right? So we should not have that as an option. The
Mhm.
options here are we have these two potential directions that this person would
Mhm.
say, probably swipe right or swipe left. However, if they swiped right, that means this guy comes in the middle. If they swipe left, that means that guy comes in the middle. The balance stays the same, and here they can go in, or we could just even make the card itself active. So it becomes like an event listener, right? So that
Mhm.
is something that we'll do. Now, after we've done that,
Mhm.
other things definitely we're going to make comments, and I will also grab a snippet of this as an inspiration.
Mhm.
After we're done with that, when we are actually now at the homepage of TrueQuid Basic, we should
Mhm.
provide a quick link for them to hop into this and say, now I want to go to Enterprise.
Mhm.
Usually someone goes back to home and then in home and then they pick. So we don't want that. We want to provide some form of a quick hopping for them
Mhm.
to hop into TrueQuid Enterprise. And then
Mhm.
that's going to be the same thing, like
Okay.
easy, sleeky way. So we want to minimize the steps as much as possible. At the same time, making sure that the screens are not congested with a lot of tasks.
Mhm.
Yes.
Also, may I have you? I will ask you only one question.
Yeah.
Just like from my perspective, like, but
Mm-hmm.
it's your app, so you decide. And we create based on your vision. But just from my perspective, I believe, uh, maybe it will be better. So, for example, when like your customer paid for the enterprise or use just basic, he can pick which screen will be opened by default, because some of the features will be will be used in basic and enterprise, right? And enterprise will have just one feature.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of creating a screen where each time when he open app, he will need to choose where he go to basic or enterprise,
Yeah.
and just like pick like in setting, or for example in first use, he can pick like screen will be opened by default, and
Yeah.
then on homepage will have like a switcher that if he needed, he can switch easily between like enterprise and basic. But we can eradicate like basically the first screen where he need to pick, and
Yeah.
it will be like home screen. He can switch, and in settings he can pick like which screen will be opened by default. So in my suggestion, it will be simpler and easier, because each time
I agree.
like,
I agree.
That's a good,
I
that's a good
agree.
suggestion,
Yeah, I agree.
Konstantinos. That's yeah.
Yeah. So with that, we would then have that as a part of the settings.
Okay.
And then here, let's say that we have TrueQuit Basic. Where would that option go? Do you know? Kind of like right on the fly. Where would they?
Click to go to enterprise, or
So I'm thinking that maybe the app sometimes, if you do something 2 or 3 times, some things are used. Sometimes it remembers it and it takes it automatically. Then even when you're on the basic screen, basic side and doing some work, maybe at the top right could be something like you can click on that thing. You say enterprise. If you want to go to enterprise, you click on it. It pulls into enterprise right away. But when you use a particular area 2 or 3 times in an app, normally it takes you to, we can set the systems in the back end, so that it always goes back to that. So I'm thinking. But because it'd be nice for people to see we have those two from the get-go and they have the option. Then they can decide, if they keep doing if they keep going to that one site, the basic, then they can always, then the computer automatically defaults to that. But they know that on the top right to be something that says ENT, maybe in a gold or something, ENT. So they know that if they want to go to the enterprise section, they can tap that and you pull them into the enterprise section right away too.
Also, as I understand the logic, so first of all, like Ryan will download the app and he will open it, and he don't have yet enterprise, right? So at start, the basic screen will be like basic. And for example, when he pays for enterprise subscription, at the moment when he pays it, right? So there can be like a pop-up, like, do you want to make enterprise screen by default? So in my opinion, this one will be the best option, because it has like a logic that like when I pay, and app instantly ask me like, let's make enterprise default by default. And I don't need to find it in settings or etc. Also, later on you can check it and change it in settings if needed. But in my opinion, when he pays, he can instantly make it as a like a default screen.
Yeah. So it makes it a default screen. So at some point, there might be some things that they might want to do under the basic. If they're in the enterprise, how they make that switch.
So we will add like an icon on the top, I believe. But obviously, like designer thought about it and like dive deep into it and like check different options and pick the best one. But in my opinion, it will be somewhere on the top. The icon where like you can click on it and you can switch to the enterprise and like then click on to switch to the basic.
So let's look at this as kind of like ongoing. So if they are in enterprise, then the icon that leads them to basic will appear with some form of bluish slice card. I still like your cards. We need to make use of those cards somehow. And then when they are in basic, then we have that goldy shiny spot where they can now say, hey, let me hop on enterprise. I think that is a good plan, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that would be a good plan. I agree with both of you.
Okay, cool.
So let's see. We still will go through some of the inspirations that you've shared here to
Okay.
see if we have some thoughts. Remember, again, you are the experts. We just kind of give ideas, and then feel free to kind of like provide us like a counter direction. That is going to be really very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Maybe you'll even quite like design what those simple tiny cards would look like for enterprise and for that. Yeah. So right on the fly, that is what I thought we needed. I needed to kind of like give you comments on, and then everything else we will kind of do a deep dive on it and then give like detailed comments. That way we don't have to kind of like keep on repeating the same thing.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yes. Okay. So I will stop sharing my end. Okay.
Okay. So, do you want us to move forward and discuss other screens, or
Sure.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me share my screen 1 second. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like a money request screen where you can see your requests. And here is the options like what's going on with your request, like money sent or requested. Here is like money sent and payment failed if something went wrong. So we add like colors that's showcase the progress of each payment. And yeah, so do you have any comments about it?
Yeah. Yeah. So the reason also like some of the inspirations that we're looking at creating this tool is to allow people to settle debts. So we can request the money, but we should also provide a reason why we are requesting that money. Probably if it is part of like settling in the debt, some of the requests need to be paid off right away. Others probably need more time or certain some when does this money need to be paid by, and then the other person can provide like maybe I'm overthinking. No, let's cut this. Let's take this step back. A reason why the request money is being requested is going to be important. So at this point, looking at it, we're also looking at selecting the amount. Probably instead of them selecting the amount, maybe they enter the amount by themselves. And then as you're kind of like trying to send a request, because we want to make it somewhat user interactive, probably have like two people like, oh, so and so is requesting money from this person. Right. So you have some kind of the arrows pointing from someone requesting and someone that has to accept that request, and then the request sent. So